Hi folks, and welcome to Schick Happens. Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday. I hope everybody is gearing up for a great weekend, and hopefully you can spend some time with some family. You're probably wondering here what this big stack of cedar is in front of me. These are 4.5-foot boards that I'm working on getting milled down. And I'm not going to share what this is all about just yet, but it will be a video that I put up here in the next few months. And yet another pile of cedar offcuts in front of me here. But anyway, not too long ago I posted a short list of things that I needed to get done here on the homestead. It was a bunch of things, and I'm happy to report that I've got about half of those knocked out. And over the last week or so, I have been spending time in the wood shop working on some other small projects. I just didn't take the time to film it. But I am staying busy, I can tell you that. Now this week's been kind of up and down with weather. We've seen 72 degrees and we've seen a high of 36 during the daytime. But I think the turn is right around the corner. It's supposed to be in the 70s here going into the first part of next week. And I know we're about 3 weeks away from me finding my first gray morel mushrooms. And I think maybe some fishing, catfishing in the river will be in order here in the next couple of weeks. Maybe even in the next week. I think the water level is getting pretty close to being about right, and we've had the right amount of temperature. Well, one of the projects I did accomplish is I got the asparagus beds weeded out as best I could and covered them in a layer of salt. Now the rain that we've gotten has since bled that salt into the dirt, but that's exactly what I wanted to prevent the weeds from growing up in the asparagus. I also noticed that the ramps, the wild leeks, are starting to come up, which is a good sign. And I can't wait to harvest my first batch of those, because if you like garlic and onion, it's like combining the two together. And you can eat them raw, you can eat them cooked or sauteed, you can eat the leaf, you can eat the stem, and they're good for you. It's just an all-around great wild edible plant. And all those burning bush plants that I had lined up against the asparagus beds, I did get all those planted. I'm happy that's out of the way, I can tell you. But I'm also looking forward to the big box stores like Rural King, Lowe's, Menards, to start putting out their evergreen trees, their pine and their spruce, because as I mentioned in many videos before, I usually like to plant 30 to 40 of those every spring, and this spring is going to be no different. And I do have a few more small craft projects to finish. These are actually for a friend of mine. The bread lady, Carol, you know, the one that's like 104 years old. I've been working on a few things for her in exchange for bread. I'm going to try to keep this video short. As a matter of fact, I'm going to wrap it up now. I appreciate you joining me here today on Schick Happens. I hope you have a great weekend in Easter. And until next time, cheers.